Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries of all ages, welcome to How to Make a Literal Cat in Your Favorite RPG. I hope you're not here to learn how to make characters the right way, because we are all about cat creation on this show. I am one of your hosts, Joel Holland.
I am another one of your hosts, Austin Irwin. Joel, how you doing today? Are we good?
I'm doing okay, I think.
Good.
It's been a day, but we're here.
Gotcha. I feel like every so often, the energy in the studio kind of shifts. Like somebody's watching us. You're listening, you know?
I don't know. I feel like you're right. I think there could be a third person listening in.
Maybe we're just saying that because we host a podcast, but something feels different today.
I don't know. Maybe we should try doing a seance and being like, hey, if there's a third person on this call, speak now or something.
Well, because of the system we're using, I could very much be a Nosferatu and be in the room with you at this moment, and you wouldn't know.
Holy crap, I didn't even start the ritual.
Oh
That's the power of the
candles,
vampire. I should probably introduce myself, or I could just go back to the corner. It's okay.
No, it's all good. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Meghan Murphy, also sometimes known as Murphy Pop online, and I'm happy to be here to make a cat.
Glad to hear it.
We're glad to have you, especially if you know the system we're talking about, because neither of us do. It's Vampire the Masquerade.
Hey. I mean, no is a strong word.
Who was it by originally?
Oh boy.
I feel like this used to be one of White Wolf's games.
Yes, that sounds.
I don't know if this specific edition is one of theirs. I think it was Onyx Path. Then it was Modifius, and then when I went to buy the PDF earlier, it's now Renegade.
Well, I do know that also they do work with other companies to do like sheets and like resource books, so that's where it can get a little complicated too. That is not knowledge I have, but I can make a vampire.
Well, that's what matters for the moment. Before we get started, Megan, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, your RPG experience, or whatever?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Hi, I'm a person. When I'm not playing TTRPGs, I'm an illustrator and graphic designer. For TTRPGs, I've been, except for a couple times in my younger years, I really started about maybe, 4 years ago at this point, maybe 5, where I've been playing online, on streams, and podcasts in a variety of systems, including several times playing Vampire the Masquerade.
All right. And of course, we know you from your work on $2 Creature Feature. That's how this all got set up in the first place.
Yes. $2 Creature Feature, our lovely Monster of the Week podcast, where I play a flake from a family of chosen ones. One of my favorite systems, but that's not the system we're talking about, which would probably be easier.
Nope, different system.
But that's okay. I like a challenge.
I mean, we do have a Monster of the Week cat somewhere on the Dropbox.
Yay! That cat's gonna have a good life.
We do, in fact, apparently have a fairly involved character creation system ahead of us, and we do have someone here to help us through it, which is good. But before we get into that, there's one... I thought it was you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. Okay, let me open up a few more sheets. We're good. Keep going. Vamp for time.
Yep. So we have just a few things to get out of the way, because most systems do not have cats in mind. And so, because of that, there are a few things that we, try and adhere to so that we don't leave the spirit of the show behind. These are our cat creation rules. Rule number 1 of which is we accept no cop-outs. The character is going to be a cat. It's the exact animal that comes to mind when I say the word. No anthropomorphic races, no people turned into cats, no lions, tigers, no saber-toothed tigers, I guess. Or any other cop-out you can imagine.
I got an interferer here on my desk.
No.
It's my cat.
Oh, no, they're on to us.
But he's here to read rule number 2. Kenji, take it away. He's being Mike shy. So I guess I'll just say it. Rule number 2 is we cannot use homebrew/house rules. If the rules in the rule book don't explicitly allow us to do something, we count it as a rule broken. Same thing with rules as written versus rules as intended. If we're intended to play as, a human, that's basically a rule broken for us.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. That's like the first rule we break every time.
Yeah, every time. Rule number 3, if the game includes stats for a literal cat, those must be used or adapted to the game's character sheets. So far, that's not been like a huge thing because that implies that they either do plan for you to play as a cat, which, I mean, we've not avoided those games entirely, but we've not done many yet, or they intend for you to fight cats, which, what the heck, guys?
Yeah, rude. And ill-advised.
Yeah.
Does Vampire have a stat block for cats in any capacity?
The only way I think it might, and I do not know this, is Vampire has a whole system where you can have a familius, which is basically a familiar, and you can find stats in places for specific ones. I do not know like how official that is though. But you are not playing as the cat. You would be like, that's my cat buddy.
All right, one moment. Let me see if I can just...
Yeah.
Okay, I just tried to Google VTM cat familius and see if there was like an easy result that popped up. There was not, so we're just going to move on to our next rule.
Rule number 4 is the character, class, background, playbook, job, what have you, must exist in the game's core rules or as part of an official expansion. We're not looking at an official expansion today. And we cannot use homebrew classes, because homebrew is not a word that is registered in our minds.
Right.
That's fantastic. We are sticking with the main book today for my own sanity.
Yep. We are following the letter of the law, and by following, we mean anytime we deviate from it, we have to make a note of it.
Ah, okay. Get those notes ready.
Yeah.
Rule number 5, the cat can learn any skill available to its class, even if it's not something a cat could normally be trained to do. I don't know of many undead, like, vampire cats, so the thing is, this cat does have to be that if the rules require it to be.
Gotcha. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay.
Rule number 6 is, if a tool would be physically impossible for a literal cat to use, even if comically downsized for them, they cannot use it. So this would be like holding a stake to drive it through someone's heart, you know.
Weapons.
Multiple weapons. So many weapons. Yeah. So many weapons.
Well, that's the beauty of Vampire. You come with them.
Yeah. They basically already have vampire weapons on them. So
that's
I
a
feel
plus
like rule
for
number
cats.
6, yeah. We might not have to worry about that one
Yeah.
too much this episode.
It's looking up now.
Yeah, cats already know biting and scratching.
Yeah. I mean, cats can be little vampires, huh? Uh-oh.
Yeah. So rule number 7 is if a sorry, what?
Say,
you're in the room. There's one in the room with you right
now.
now.
Clove of garlic up to him.
Okay, rule number 7 is if a character sheet has a section that is meant to be filled out in collaboration with the whole table, we will leave that blank so potential players can make it fit the group they're playing with. And
finally, rule number 8 is we have to keep track of every rule that we break.
Okay.
And I see Joel has already written... well, no. He's just
that was from last time.
Oh, okay. Probably supposed to be a human does seem like it would fit with this, though, too.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no spoilers, but yeah.
I mean, the probably part was from Fist, where there was definitely an alien in, like, the pre-gen character sheets.
Yeah.
There we go.
But this isn't how to make an alien in your favorite RPG.
Yeah, that's a different podcast. Go make your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't compete.
If
that would be rude.
You're looking for alien creation, you're in the wrong place.
In the wrong place.
I think that's everything that we need to get out of the way before we can get started. So,
all right.
Austin, you want to pull up the character sheet for us?
Sure can.
So for some reason, the make a vampire thing is really zoomed in on my computer, like just when I open it.
Oh yeah, zoom mine to like fit like that.
Because that's very vampire. That's very Kindred. You know, hey, look at me, I'm awesome.
It's okay. I have the eyes of an old man, so.
Thank you, PDF.
I'm like, I already have to zoom in a little bit.
All right. So, I'm looking at this Make a Vampire cheat sheet that you've given us, and it says step 1 is to get our free character sheet. We've done that.
Correct.
And if you can find a form fillable one, that's very helpful. There's even ones that kind of have pull down menus when you start getting into disciplines, which is even better. because that's just one less thing you gotta like remember.
I mean, the one that's I don't know where you linked one. I gave Austin one through the Google Drive folder. I don't know which one he picked, but if it was the one that I gave him, it was just the one off the Renegade store.
Yep, it is this one.
And it does
drop-down
have the
menus.
drop-downs.
Fantastic.
It does.
What is nice is because it's a more popular system, there's quite a few people who've made like their own character sheets that can help, depending on what you need out of it. So that's a positive. I would say, like, if you're going to make a vampire character, look around online and find the sheet that works for you. There are quite a few choices out there. Yeah.
If all else fails, just grab a piece of notebook paper. You'll figure it out.
You figure it out. Yeah. Well, no, you will. It'll be a little more difficult. I'm going to be real honest with you. But
okay.
All right.
All right. So step 2 then is pick your clan. Are we going to do the official clan quiz available on worldofdarkness.com, or are we going to decide here?
I would say
that's a good question.
It's a question. I'd almost say decide here, only in that I feel there's a couple clans that are playing on hard mode.
Okay.
That would be add extra complications to this. Like if we picked, say, Tremere or Thin Blood, they're fun, but they have like additional, like it's always like asterisks, but not for you. This is your choices kind of situation.
Okay.
And then Caitiff is a little odd too, because like they're a clan that isn't a clan, so almost like you have too many choices. Love them. But I think I like the brief descriptions they included the clans here, because I think that's a really good starting spot. There's also a cheating clan if we want to go with it, in that there is a clan called Gangrel, which are the ones that are very close to nature and beasts. So that is a strong idea for a cat. They're the ones who more likely at a certain point could become a cat. Definitely ones that could talk to cats. Are they cats? No. We're going to break rule 1 right now. Vampires, kindred in this game are humans.
Understandable.
Yeah, so, but, there are ways to actually become a cat, but as I understand, that is breaking a rule, so...
That is breaking one of the show's rules, if we're saying that we used to be a person.
Yeah, so any actual vampire cat that isn't a ghoul cat, like a familius, yeah, that would actually have been a person who just decided that they can shift into a cat. Which sounds super fun, but does not help us right now.
Right.
So I think, let's just look at the clans and see. I have some ideas, but I'm kind of curious what you all think for a cat.
I guess first let's look at the categorizations here.
Yeah.
We have use physical prowess to fight against enemies, protecting what's important to you, stay low, lurking from the outskirts of undead society, research, investigate, and seek hidden knowledge, rule, own, and command others, or seduce, please, tempt, and deceive others.
I mean, there's a couple cat-like things there, I mean, cats sure like to rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can also see them as kind of tempt and deceive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay. You know what I'm gonna give you like 2 or 3 ideas on my end, and then you tell me like what kind of cat we're gonna play with here.
Okay.
Because there's a couple things we can do. Okay, so if we wanted to do, like, the use your physical prowess to fight against your enemies and protect what's important to you, and I'm going to leave out Gangrel, because that's too easy, I'd go Bruja, because that's the clan that they're, like, rebel poets. They're always like, damn the man, but I'm going to tell you why. And they often wear leather jackets for some reason. Like, that has been just picked up. I don't think it's canon, it just happens a lot. So if you want to have like a rebellious cat who's like, the hell with you and your system, that would be a Bruja cat.
So you're telling me that we could have a cat who dresses like John Travolta from Grease?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Though I feel like these cats would be that other gang from Grease, like the tougher gang.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So there's one. 2, we could go classic to rule, own, and command others I'd go classic Ventru. The rulers and blue bloods, always aiming for the throne. These are your business leaders, often in suits at the corporate level. They very much believe that, listen, I know what's right. You should probably just listen to me, and I don't want to have to get physical, but I will. But they're more like they believe that they should be ruling. Whether benevolently or not, well, that depends on your kindred. So that's kind of cat-like.
Okay. There is a type of cat called a tuxedo cat.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I guess my third choice, if we're going to go like seduce, please, tempt, and deceive others, cats might be toreadors. They're the beauty-obsessed artists or seducers looking for a new thrill. They're the undead, they're like, okay, not to condense them too much, but Interview with a Vampire Lestat? and Louis.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that movie.
Well, this are classic. They're classic Toreadors, not officially, but like life is long and there are many beautiful things to explore and experiences to have. Also, I have a flouncy shirt. Not always. Again, I am. These are like real baseline descriptions. But that'd be like a fancy cat who just wants to lounge about and be worshipped.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
So do we want John Travolta cat, tuxedo cat, or incredibly vain cat? John Travolta cat just creates very powerful imagery.
Because I can imagine putting a little leather jacket onto a cat.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that a lot. So for clan, this is a cat of the clan Bruja, and that was one of the toughest choices because here's the thing. I think you can play any clan kind of in your own way, but it's like the structure, it's the skeleton. There's a couple like the spine of the character is its clan. Those are your basics, and then you build off of how you want to play them because of that, you know?
All right.
So there's flexibility, but like your clan is going to do a bit about like what you can do, what your disciplines are, and your general attitude in the world.
All right. So let's see. Our next step here is attributes. We pick our strongest stat and our weakest stat. Strongest one gets 4 pips. The weakest gets 1. Then 3 get 3, and the remaining 4 get 2.
Not to. When people are making characters, what I suggest, we shouldn't do this now because again, it'll take forever. A lot of this has to do with like how your skills and disciplines are working. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll do like skills and disciplines and then go back to attributes.
Okay.
But also you can do attributes now and adjust them. You know, like, oh, actually this discipline, you know, I need to have a higher like intelligence. Know that you might have to come back and do some adjustments if this was a character we were playing.
Let's follow your plan then. Let's go straight to skills and then work from there.
Yeah. I mean, again, I always like I end up going back once over at least a couple times when I'm making a character that I'm going to play for a bit, just because, you know, balance and stuff. Okay, so skills are cool because like you can choose like one of 3 ways to like assign your little pips there. You have the Jack of all trades, which gives you like 1 really good thing, 8 you're pretty good, and 10 like you have some idea. But then you have balanced and specialist, and that kind of changes that. Let's see. That we're a Bruja, right? We probably want some strength. Yeah, sometimes I just kind of I'm making up the personality at this point and might come back and adjust. I always like balance because I feel that 1, it's like less choices, and 2, it's like, oh yeah, I have 3 things that I'm pretty good at. 5 that I'm all right, and 7 that I have some knowledge of as a character.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, this is it's nebulous at this point because you kind of have to. It's until you find like the core of your character, you're kind of like just coming up with ideas.
Yeah.
So here, okay. I see if they're an easier. Let me see if they explain the skills in here better. Go down. If they have the disciplines, you know what I'd suggest. I think if we go to disciplines first, because that's less of a choice. And then we can work back up.
Okay.
Because discipline, you only have so many choices depending on your clan.
How far down is discipline?
Disciplines.
Oh, step 8. Got it.
Yeah. Because I think that, for me, gives me more of a shape of the character than skills and attributes are, like, finer points. Whereas disciplines are, like, more like an outline.
Okay.
And in the they'll make a character, they do a pretty nice little, like, quick explanation of what the disciplines that you can have when you start out are right here, which I like, instead of having to like go through the book.
Okay.
So you'll notice that they have symbols next to each discipline, and those are your clan symbols. So that will let you know which disciplines are inherent in your clan. Each clan has a couple disciplines that like you kind of get, you know? So what you do is you choose two, you're going to choose 3 disciplines altogether, but 2 of those have to have your clan symbol next to it. Those are your in-clan disciplines.
So let's see.
Got the upside down anarchy symbol.
Yeah. If we are the Bruja, we're looking for the anarchy symbol. Yep.
Yep.
A little upside down one.
Celerity.
So yeah, celerity's kind of being fast.
Presence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Potence too, which is like it's the fist symbol.
Yeah.
So we can pick two of those, and one of those are going to be the one we get like 2 pips in, and we'll get 1 pip in one of those, and then we get 1 pip in any other discipline we want.
Cool.
So I would suggest starting with our in-clan ones, you know. So we got 3 choices there, and we can decide whether this cat is extra fast, extra strong or extra, like, I guess cool is a word. Presence is like people listen to you. You could there's also intimidation in there too.
I saw soaring leap, and now I just can't get the 8-foot vertical leap bit out of my head.
Oh yeah, I mean, literally, like, this is a brief explanation, but if you go to how it's explained, like, in the book, it's literally like you don't have to do a running leap. You can straight jump up or forwards. It's great, and I believe that one, actually, I can bring that up on my discipline cards here. If we bring up potence here, I just want to make sure because it's pretty hilarious. Oh yeah, soaring leap. Okay, so yeah, you can jump a number of meters equal to 3 times your potence level vertically and 5 times your potence level horizontally. No run-up is required.
Oh my god.
So if you want to do that, this is the thing we'd put 2 pips into, because that would give us that extra bit of like, whee!
All right.
I think that would be incredible. Just seeing a cat there 1 second and then just
go. Yeah. Yeah. So I would say let's do potence and put the 2 pips in there.
Okay.
And then what that does is, so then what we can do is this. The 2 pips mean we can choose, if you'll notice under where it says potence, we have like 3 choices. We can choose 1 pip, and then we only have a 2 pip choice, because basically disciplines kind of build from there. So it looks like we'll go soaring leap for the 1 pip.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do, the only choice we have there is prowess for the 2 pip.
Do we have to pick both our things from the same thing, or like if we wanted to do our 2 pip in presence, or what was the other one?
No, for each of the disciplines you have to choose that discipline, and then you have to get the first pip, and then you'd, or yeah, because after we're done making the character, then experience, you buy more stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So prowess is, when activated, you add your potence rating, which is our pips, to all our strengths tests. Also, you add it to any unarmed damage in combat. So it's basically, hey, you can punch. This cat can punch real hard. But other strength tests too. Anytime where the GM would be like, can you lift this thing? Or like if you're trying to break a door down, that's always a good use of it.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So we have the first discipline done. We'll do potence with soaring leap and prowess. Fantastic. I love this already. And then we pick 1 more of these disciplines that are in our clan. So what do we say? That is celerity or presence.
Yep.
So and this would be just 1 pip. We're just gonna choose this. We only get 1 pip in this.
All right. So if we're gonna be a cat with a pompadour and leather jacket, awe from presence might be
that's pretty solid.
Drives
you know what's hilarious?
and awe towards the user.
Yeah. What's hilarious though, if you look at celerity and what one of the first 1 pip is.
I was just about to say, doing cat's grace feels a little like cheating.
Yeah, exactly. That's 2 on the little cat nose. I agree. If we're building a Danny Zuko Grease Bruja, I think we got to give this cat awe.
Yeah, we have to have some kind of intimidating presence.
I'm gonna double check the full explanation for that, just so we can see how cool it is. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in here. Yes. So, oops, I didn't need that one. I want this one. We're using all, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So anyone in your presence feels their attention inexplicably drawn to you and is more inclined to agree with you. So what we do is we'd add our presence rating to our dice pool for any test involving charisma, persuasion, or performance. Nice. A subject aware can try to resist, and then you have to do a contested roll, but it's pretty sweet. And if they're human, it's way harder for them to resist. So you're just like the coolest dude in the room.
I don't think they'd be unknowingly looking
at this cat more with a pompadour.
They'd just be like, what the fuck is up with that cat?
Yeah,
I think
no
that's a great use of all.
Here. This is just
that's just naturally
just
what?
Pure.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay. And now's the fun time where we get to pick. We're gonna get to pick 1 more 1 pip, but we can choose what like any other discipline. Like if we want to give them animalism, we can. I don't know if we need this, because that's basically talking and controlling to animals.
Oh,
which is fun.
I mean, cats already do that, right?
Yeah,
animals can talk to each other.
Yeah. Or does this cat want to talk to other cats? It's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, probably not.
So there's that. Auspex, which is, it's kind of like you can see and hear things beyond the normal ken, you know? I was going to say like human senses, but I guess also beyond cat senses. Blood sorcery is complicated. We could do that, but it's also a pain in the ass. That's like, it's like blood magic. Dominate is a variation of presence. It's just a little more like, I'm going to erase your memory. Not you think I'm cool, but like, you don't remember what I just said.
I feel like dominate works completely against our other whole thing.
Yeah. I think this cat doesn't... I feel like... I apologize, especially to all the Ventru. I feel like dominate is a little try hard. Like, no, I don't have to make you forget. You love me. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so fortitude, which is, I feel like for me that it's more like constitution. It's not strength. That you can like stuff doesn't affect you as much.
Gotcha.
Obfuscate might be good because that's basically sneaking around. That's not being seen or being heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oblivion
Again, I
might
feel
be
like that works against presence.
Yeah, that might. Yeah.
I thought. See, I was thinking Shadow Cloak under Oblivion might be good because it's bonus to stealth and intimidation versus mortals.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let me bring up that
this
card.
cat.
Yeah.
This cat in a leather jacket pompadour comes up to you in a dark alley at night.
He just shows up.
Shows up out of nowhere. Just
my
starts walking towards you really slowly. Are you not going to be intimidated? Or?
Here's my wallet and my dinner. And... Okay, let's see here. So that is which one are we looking at? I've already lost my spot here. Okay. There's so many things
Shadow
open. Cloak. Oh, Shadow Cloak. Do I not have a card for that? I don't have that full explanation. That must be like, I wonder if that's what in one of their newer resource books. Well, we'll just what it says here is then we'll just say, yeah, we could do that. That's cool. That I like that. I'll just go through the other ones real quick just so you have an idea. There's Oblivion, which is kind of controlling shadows. Yeah, so you're not hiding the shadows. You can make shadows you can make shadow tentacles basically at a certain point. So depending.
Oh.
But that we couldn't do that right away. That would be that's you got to earn it. you got to earn the shadow tentacles. Let's see. We got potence.
We do have potence 2 already. So
yeah, that
right.
That is true. We wouldn't be able to get to the arms of Araman, which is the tentacles, until an upgrade. But we would be on the road. Okay, so yeah, actually, you're right. Shadow Cloak's Oblivion. Oh, we could do that. Oh my god, are we gonna get this cat Oblivion? Oh, this is terrifying. Oh crap. I think we have to. Oh no, we have to give this cat Oblivion. Oh no, okay. Oh god, yeah. Let's give it Shadow Cloak and it's on its way. Oh my god, see, this cat's gonna show up in an alley like Slender Man. But with a pompadour.
Wait, they don't have it on here? They don't have Oblivion on the drop-down menu.
Oh, yeah. I think because Oblivion is. I mean, I think you can write it in. I'll tell you why though, because it's associated mainly with the Lasombra clan, and they didn't really do a source book for them till later.
Mm.
So that's probably the deal.
Oh, it won't let me type it in either.
Oh no, they don't want us to have the power. You know what I would do? Oh wait, okay. For now, we could probably put obfuscate and then just know what we mean. Or we could put. Is there a notes section?
There, here. I can put. Can I bold this? I can't.
Oh, actually, if you put it on the one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you did exactly what I was thinking. Smart. They can't stop us. You know why? Because we're Bruja. We're a Bruja cat, and the man can't stop us.
Yeah, no.
And by the man, I mean this fillable form.
This fillable form has no power over us.
Oh, we are already a monster, which is great for this game.
I just opened the same PDF thing that I gave to Austin to see if I could do it and point out how I did it, and the drop-down menus aren't there.
What? Okay, this is very vampire in World of Darkness. Everything's cursed, but in a fun way.
Yeah, in a fun, funky little way,
Fun.
You never just get a little cursed.
Yeah, just for funsies.
That's me after I stay up past my bedtime. I'd get cursed and lie in bed.
I have them open so when we start figuring out skills and attributes, we know what's the best for us as a cat that's terrifying. Let me open these up. Because a lot of these have dice pool rolls, so you might as well know what dice pool you want to be. What do you want to put into your dice pool?
Right.
That's why I tend to do the disciplines first, because then they're like, yeah, that'll help you. Sorry, it's taking a second. I just want to get these all. Did presents. We got all fantastic. Sorry. And then what's the other one we did? So we did
potence, presence, and
potence. Yes, got soaring leap and prowess in those. Okay, perfect. All right, so now I've got what we what we would roll for those.
Okay.
So what I suggest now, again, as you can tell, it's a little complicated. I think like you do the sheet a little reverse. Let's go to attributes. Let's go back to attributes now. And I think that, like, again, that's how I do it. Everyone kind of does it their own way.
Understandable.
Yeah. Yes. So we pick we have 4 in one attribute, 1 in 1, then 3 at 3, and 4 at 2. Well, the rest are at 2. I don't know. We'll start with our strongest, right? Sorry, I'm not making sense. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Okay, so let me see the things we need to roll for. Let's check potence, because I'm having a feeling that it's... Okay, yes. For prowess, we will be adding potence to our strength. So I would suggest that we do our 4 pips in strength. So that's under physical and attributes at the very top. Well, not the very top, that middle, like after that middle, like the second top, yeah.
On the left.
Yeah, there we go. Because I think that will be very useful. And Soaring Leap is just our potence anyway, so we don't need to worry about any other dice for that. Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to read our... So for awe, we roll... Okay, so it's our presence rating. If someone's aware, we're going to be rolling our manipulation with that, so let's add that at 3.
Yeah.
We have 3 at 3, so that'd be good. Manipulation would be good to have at 3.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so that's our presence. And then for Shadow Cloak, what do we roll here? We gain a 2 dice bonus to stealth rolls, as well as intimidation rolls. Okay, so let's put 3 in stealth, too.
Which one's stealth?
Would that be Dex?
Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, crap, never mind, that's a skill anyway. Then we're fine. Okay, then we can just go nuts with the rest of this.
Okay.
Cool.
Automatically, I'm thinking 3 in charisma.
Oh, oh, crap, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This little furry bastard is a danger, and I love him.
Okay, so we get 1 more at 3, and then we have to pick 1 at 1.
Well, I'm going to tell you, like, this is a bit of a cheat. This is a bit of a cheat, right? But one of the roles that come up the most in a vampire game are wits and awareness, because that's a lot of it. Like, oh, is something about to happen? So I always say it does not hurt to have at least 3. Have 3 or at least 2 in wits. Awareness is a skill. We'll get to that later. But that's only if you're like, that's if you're like playing a campaign and you're like, oh no, I need to know if things are happening. That's a little, we don't have to, but I always like, if you're building a character to actually play it, put some stuff in wits, please.
I think wits would be a pretty good option because cats are kind of cunning.
Yeah. And Brujah are tough, but they're smart too. Like that's the whole thing. Is they're smart. They don't mind playing dumb, but they're usually smarter than they look, which sounds like an insult, but but it's true. So I'd be cool with that, and we can always adjust it later if we feel it doesn't work.
Yeah. So let's see. If that's the case, then we should probably make intelligence one of our 2s.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Absolutely. In fact, what we can do now is, what do we want our 1 to be?
That's what I was
Stamina.
Thinking. Stamina, you think?
Well, actually, because wait,
I was thinking composure.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess that also works.
One thing to know, if you look at under where it says pick the strongest and weakest, our health is our stamina plus 3.
Okay.
Which is a good thing. Yeah, because composure, you know what? That might work, because I do like the idea of this cat just losing it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, all kindred have a weakness. So we have to be weak in one area, because that's like drama, right? So I do like the idea of, like, it's so smooth, and he's so cool, but like, oh no, someone spilled something on his jacket.
Yeah, once you tip him over the edge just a little bit, he kind of freaks.
Yeah. Like, there's no, like, good choice for your weakest. Like, it'll get you one way or another. But so, like, where do you want to have fun when you lose it? I think for vampire is the question.
Okay. I feel like it has to be composure or resolve then.
Yeah.
We either have no, like, follow through, or we have no chill when
Yeah.
things go even a little bit wrong.
And either way, that will affect our willpower, because if you'll notice after health, right? Willpower is composure plus resolve. And that's like stuff like, oh, there's a bunch of blood on the floor. Can you resist not going into a frenzy? But that kind of all works together. So composure, resolve either way. So, you know what? Let's go composure. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think everything else is 2s.
Don't spill anything on on Brother Billy's jacket.
Exactly. Listen, he's a good guy, but just,
Listen, they say there's no use crying over spilled milk. Billy's a different story.
I like this cat's name's Brother Billy. He's in a vampire cat motorcycle gang.
He's riding in one of those sidecars.
Yeah. Okay, I do.
Do we want that to be our name?
Yeah, you know what? Why it came as a gift, I think.
Why not?
Yeah. Brother Billy's already
Billy.
using his awe on us.
I'm already enthralled.
Yeah, I'm in. I'll drive your motorcycle. Don't worry.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
the
where are we
other way.
going? The
Yeah,
Stark Alley? Okay.
Oh, cool. You're the cat's ghoul, which is, in all honesty, what having a cat is like anyway. So, what? It's 3:00 in the morning, and you need me to condense the food in your bowl, or you won't eat it? Of course.
Yeah, why not?
Why
I got
not?
time.
You won't let me sleep anyway.
Yeah, he already woke me up. I might as well do it while I'm here.
You walked across my sternum 3 times. I'm awake. Yes, I too have a cat in my life.
Yeah.
So I feel like we have to rename humanity to felinity, or
Felinity.
You know what I mean?
I do like that.
If only they'd let me rename it on here.
In our hearts, that's what it is.
We know. We'll know.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. So I guess we could. Okay, we could. You know what? We could go at the skills now.
Did we put in our health?
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, it starts with 7. Oh no, sorry, that's humanity. Health is stamina plus 3.
Okay, so
And willpower is only 3.
That's perfect.
incredible.
I love.
All right,
I love
now
them.
for skills.
All right. Yeah. As I said, I tend to suggest balanced, especially at the beginning, just because it's like easier. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
I
see.
believe
So
it.
3 at 3. So those would be our things that we're the best at. I feel like Streetwise feels very much on
Yeah.
track with Brother Billy.
Oh,
He's from the streets.
absolutely. He knows what it's like out there.
Yeah. And a lot of that is, and again, this is more my memory. It's Streetwise is, can you pick up information? Do you have, like, when you're on street level, can you navigate, you know?
Mhm.
Let's see. Also, so the book has like their descriptions of skills, but it also doesn't hurt, say you are in like a chronicle, to have like a chronicle understanding of what a skill is, you know? Like have an agreement, like what can I do with that? 'Cause I've noticed different times I've played that can adjust a little. So that's just another tip. Like basically ask the storyteller. Okay, here's the question, right? So you said they can't use tools, so they don't need firearms or drive.
You don't think
Right.
so? No, they don't. They don't.
Or I guess not
Did
finance.
What was the skill that you said worked with awe?
Oh yes, good idea here. It's presence would be then manipulation and presence. Manipulation is an attribute, so yeah.
Presence is
Oh, that's just never mind. That's our discipline.
That's
That'd be
just-
the pips on
that's-
our discipline. So we're all set on
okay.
that. Thank you for checking that. See,
Okay.
this is what I always go and like. Okay, it's a thing. It's one of the things on the sheet. So yeah, no, I think I'm gonna do a double check through our disciplines, but I think we are. Oh, you know what? We get a 2 dice bonus to stealth with our shadow cloak. And stealth is
Okay.
one of the skills. It's the first column. You
Yeah.
might as well give that 3 as well, because we're sneaky.
Okay.
When we want to be. And then boom, in your face. Okay, cool. So we've got one more 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? For awe, right? We do get additions to, charisma, persuasion, or performance, if we're making any 3 of those kind of rolls. So charisma is an attribute, but I believe a performance and persuasion are both skills.
Yeah.
So persuasion's more like talking, where performance literally is like, it can be anything from music to a speech. Like, if we want like some sort of Marlon Brando style cat who's going to give us a speech to like inspire his brother Billy's going to give a speech to inspire his gang. That would be like, I feel like more performance.
okay. I feel like him giving a speech is going to be more along the lines of him just sitting there,
Yeah.
making some noise, or playing with something, and everyone else reading meaning into it, and somehow
Yeah.
everyone reads the exact same
Yes!
meaning every time.
I love it. For cat, performance is slightly playing with a catnip mouse.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so smart. Do you see that little guy? Look at him go.
Oh my gosh, how does he know how to do that?
Oh, I love that. I love that. All right,
Right.
so then we have 5 skills at 2.
Yep.
So we can just have fun with this. I mean, I think it depends. Would he know occult or technology or politics?
No.
I feel like to get the most out of our wit stat, you said insight was one
Awareness.
of the things that you'd have to, or awareness. was
Yeah,
one of the
I would
things we
say
had to check a lot.
I would definitely put
on-
2 in awareness.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey kids, learn from my mistakes.
Do you think we should put 2 in intimidation?
Oh, I do like
Yes.
that. Yeah, absolutely.
We got the shadow cloak skill, so yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it fits in.
Yeah, no, that's super
Uh,
smart. Yes. Because I think against mortals, it's an intimidation roll.
Yeah.
Poor people. Poor humans. If we,
Uh,
you know what we should do? We should probably put 2 in one of the fighting things. And I guess that would be brawl because melee is with a weapon,
Yeah.
and firearms are weapons. So Kitty
Do we wanna
can
put-
scratch when he needs to.
Do we want to put 1 in melee then? Wait.
No, melee is one that requires weapons, like knives and stuff.
Yeah, at least I mean, like, again, you could interpret it slightly differently, but to make a choice, I'd go brawl. Brawl's more fists usually.
Okay. Then how many 2s do we have left?
Let's see.
2, I
Altogether,
think?
yeah, because it's 5
Yeah,
altogether.
2 more.
Okay. What about athletics?
Oh, I
was
do like
thinking
that.
Athletics.
Yeah, like that would be like walking along a narrow space and stuff. So that's just natural
Yeah.
cat stuff. I like it.
Yeah, we are already 4 strength, so I feel like that works out.
Yeah, I like that. Larceny.
I don't want to
Cats
say
have
Cat
a natural affinity
burglar.
for crime.
Yeah, they have
I-
a natural affinity for crime. Yeah.
I kind of like that. Because you have an entire motorcycle gang to support, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
mean-
So, I feel like larceny, but like for a good cause.
I've always
Okay.
said this. Motorcyclists, or biker gangs specifically, are like land pirates,
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a reason why, again, more than one Bruja has been known to wear a leather jacket and ride a motorcycle. It just seems to fit.
Yeah.
So I love this. Okay.
Hey guys, what's
Genji, what the...
what?
Sorry, Genji, ran under my desk and behind the curtain.
Oh, hi Genji.
He doesn't want to talk right now. He's in his emo boy phase. He's just looking out the window from behind the curtain.
Understandable. Anyway, to everyone out there listening to us while standing by the curtain looking out the window, what's up? Hope you've been enjoying yourself so far. Hope you've enjoyed hearing all about our Danny Zuko creation. Hope you've enjoyed hearing from Megan, all that.
Yeah, it's been a great time so far for all y'all.
Yep. Oh yeah, potential spoilers for the end of the episode. But we're on Blue Sky now.
Oh yeah, we are on Blue Sky now. I think.
Yes. So it's the same username as everywhere else. It's literal cat pod. So if you go to bluesky.app and my internet lets that load. Of course, now that we're recording, my internet's going to start having problems again.
Oh, that's classic.
If you go to literalcatpod.bsky.social, that's us on Blue Sky Social, the app that will probably replace Twitter.
Most likely.
It's seeming more and more possible every day that could happen.
Oh, every day. I'm just waiting. I'm sitting here like, when's it gonna be? I'm watching the clock. Every time a new article comes out about something going on with Twitter, I'm like, man, this is it.
And the worst part is, like, whenever something like that happens, you never know if that's a thing that is already been implemented, something Elon Musk is just ranting about, or a thing that is actually going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that we talked about in the past did not come to pass, probably because Elon Musk did not want the apps taken off of the Apple and Google Play stores. So there's that at least.
Yeah, that's really good that didn't happen. But besides the hellscape that is Twitter and the new cool kids club that is Blue Sky, where else can people find us?
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, using the exact same username, Literal Cat Pod, you can also find us on Tumblr. You can find us on Co-host, technically, and Pillow Fort, technically.
Gotta add those asterisks there.
Yeah. Those places are not popping off as much because Tumblr is, surprising to no one, hanging in there.
They've been going for so long. They can't stop hanging in now.
I mean, they could. Supposedly they have money troubles. At least that's what everyone on Tumblr says.
Yeah, they'll do the same thing they did last time. They'll sell it to somebody else.
At an even more reduced rate, probably.
Yeah.
Still think that was one of the worst investments of Yahoo's life.
A company already going under, buying another company already going under.
Like, it was literally like, Yahoo bought it, banned porn, that immediately decreased the value so much that they sold it to Verizon for less than half of what they bought it for.
Yeah.
And then Verizon got rid of it.
Not everybody can make great business decisions, as I'm sure all of us are well aware of.
Tumblr, bad business decision, great place to post, as I'm finding.
Yeah, I'm also finding that out. Very discoverable over there.
Yeah, it's not perfect, like, but it's...
But it's something.
Anyway, that's enough about Tumblr. So yeah, technically we're on those two other blogging platforms that I talked about. I forget they exist all the time, but what are you gonna do? Someone could get me like a cross-posting service that had Tumblr, Co-host, and Pillow Fort, and I could just like set up the post to go once and it would work for all of them. They all have basically the same setup.
Be the dream. That would be incredible.
Sure would.
Make our social media manager guys' life a lot easier, I'm sure.
We have a social media manager?
Yeah, isn't it you?
Am I supposed to be managing the...
Who's... Joel, who's been making our posts?
Oh, I mean, that has definitely been me. I don't know if I would call that management, though.
I mean, you're operating the business that is the social media.
That's fair enough. What else can you do? Oh yeah, there's an email account called Literal Cat Pod. That's where you send us your cat pictures. Like, legally, now that I've said this, you have to send us a picture of your cat.
Yes, if you do not, within 7 days, there will be a warrant out for your arrest. Sorry to tell you.
If this persists, if you continue listening to the podcast and continue to not send us pictures of your cat, more drastic measures will be taken. I will not say what those are here, but...
Those are better left for the court of law.
Yeah.
Don't forget the @ on there. It is literalcatpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, I think most people know how emails work.
Well, I mean, there's other email
Did
sites out there. You didn't say Gmail.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I'll give you that one. That's my bad. You can also find our Patreon if you go to patreon.com/badgertrove. Why Badgertrove? Well, if it's your first time here, Austin and I may or may not be working on a couple other projects. And by that, I do mean may. They are being worked on slowly.
But surely.
I mean, it's a little shaky, but there's progress.
Yeah, they're coming along eventually.
Yeah. We got some TTRPG ideas. We've tossed around several and decided to stick with one. Or 1 to 3 anime dudes at a truck stop gave me a big sword and asked me to kill God.
Classic. Can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
On top of, or I guess not on top of, but the benefits of being a Patreon supporter. You get access to stuff like our calendar. So different things that we're planning on doing. Do you put upcoming guests on there?
I do. I put basically everything on there. So like, right now, basically all we're doing is how to make a literal cat in your favorite RPG. But as other things, start to come to fruition, they will also be added to the calendar. So, Austin, if you really wanted to, I could give you administrative access to the calendar. You could add your stream schedule.
Ooh, that'd be nice, actually. Because I may be making a schedule. It would probably be updated week by week rather than month by month. So that'd be something you'd have to really keep your eye out for.
Yeah, that's fair. But the point is that we put stuff on the calendar sometimes before we announce it publicly.
So you get that insider information.
Yeah, like this is coming out at near the end of October, and if you've not paid attention to our social media, then you could still check that calendar and find out what's happening at the beginning of November. Probably in the middle of November, too, at this point.
Yeah. Other than that, higher tiers, you get stuff like early access to episodes. You get a shout out on the podcast.
I mean, you get the shout out no matter how much you do. But yeah.
That's a tier 1. But, still cool, huh? Yeah, lots of fun stuff over there. Soon to be more fun stuff once we kind of get rolling some more.
Yep. What is it at the $10 a month tier we've got, and we're planning on, like, if we start getting $10 a month patrons, then we're gonna start live streaming episodes and accepting live input from guests.
Absolutely, I can't wait for that one. Actually, I would love to see what people just have to yell at us in the chat about what we should do.
Yeah, can backseat character creation.
The final tier is a $20 tier, which is limited to one person a month, and that gets you a special commission from yours truly. I do some digital art occasionally, so if you want, a character drawn in my style, or perhaps a landscape, I'm a little better at those. You need a background for one of your characters that you drew yourself. I got you.
Nice. So I just opened Patreon for the first time in a few weeks, and it looks like they've added a shop button now. So I don't have anything to put up on a Patreon shop, but we could.
We'll have merch eventually. There's so much guy per guy here. I still think about that shirt probably twice a week.
Okay, we've got to make the guy per guy shirt.
It's so dumb. And I'm pretty sure I said it.
You did. You did say it. I gotta narrow down, like, there's all kinds of online custom t-shirt print vendors. I gotta narrow down the best one for us. So that's enough about the show and Badger Trove. I'm sure you would love to hear more about Austin's streaming schedule.
Is this where I come in?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so my streaming schedule, this episode is coming out when? Question mark?
Let's see, the first one comes out tomorrow. This one will come out Wednesday, October 18th.
Ah, I see. Well, good news. That'll be kind of in the middle of the week where I'm most streaming. I'm going to be playing through all the Resident Evil games on stream for October. I'm terrible with horror games, and I'm really bad at puzzles, so this can only go well, and it is probably only going well over there. And if you want to watch me struggle my way through so many games, you can find me at twitch.tv/Avalon Alchemist. Yeah, it's going to be some wild times over there. Don't worry, I will have my friend on occasionally coaching me. He has played every Resident Evil game multiple times, so I'm gonna...
Which friend is this?
This would be my friend, The Real Death 49 on Twitch, although I don't believe he streams anymore.
Oh.
He does not prefer for his real name to be out on the internet, so I'm gonna...
That's totally fair.
If he ever comes back to it, I'll let you guys know. You can drop him a follow. He's a homie. But he will be my crutch through the entire month of October. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Tumblr, TikTok occasionally, at Avalon Alchemist still. I think it is all the same. I make funny posts. I like making a good meme about things that are incredibly specific to me, myself, and I, and if you relate to that, cool. But that's all I got. Joel, where can the good people of this podcast find you?
They can find me on the internet, on Blue Sky, Twitter, Tumblr, also Pillow Fort, also co-host, again, asterisks next to those, but is there anywhere else people can find me? YouTube, I guess? I've got old videos from that time I tried streaming. That's all at Denalo Leoge, which is my name spelled backwards. You don't need to know how to spell that, though, because you can just go to jholland.start.page to find links to all that stuff and also some other things. My website, which hopefully it will actually be fixed this time. Or my Ko-fi, where you can ask me to make things for you, like 3D models or Unreal Engine blueprints, if you need those things for some reason. I can even test the 3D models on my 3D printer to make sure that they 3D print right.
That's cool.
Yeah, so if you care about that stuff, which of course you do, you're listening to a tabletop RPG podcast.
Who doesn't want a couple cat minis for their campaign?
Yeah, we should make some cat mini, like cat wizard, cat fighter, cat sci-fi, the cat gun.
Absolutely, we should. I'm gonna get on that art right now, actually. Or well, after we record.
I mean, yeah, it would probably be better to wait until we don't have a whole episode.
A whole episode? What do you mean, Joel? This is just the mid-roll section.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. We record these before the next episode you'll hear, which is...
I think that's just straight up November 1st.
I think it is.
Yeah, it's November 1st.
And if you want to know what we're playing in that episode, get on the Patreon, nerd.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be kind of awkward because I'm going to have to put out the announcement for the entire month's schedule on the same day I release a brand new episode.
Yeah.
Hey, on November 1st, we're playing this. Oh, wait a minute. It's already November 1st. There's a whole other post about that already. What are you going to do?
You know, it happens sometimes.
Maybe I'll post it on Halloween.
Ooh, spooky.
And that way people have one day of anticipation.
Incredible. Well, is that it? Is that all we got?
I think so.
Oh, we always forget to mention this one. The Dropbox. You can find all of our cool, crazy cats that we have made in our Dropbox, which you can find on, I believe you can find the link to the Dropbox on the literalcatpod.start.page. Is there a direct link to the box?
Yeah, you can go to bit.ly/literalcatpod, and that will also get you to the Dropbox if you don't want to go through our start page.
There you go. And with that, I believe we're done with announcements.
Yeah.
All right, well...
Good job remembering that last thing. Anyway, go back and listen to... Crap, what do we name this cat again?
Oh, that's a good question that I have the answer for.
Brother Billy.
Yeah, Brother Billy. What a guy. Love that guy.
Yeah, that's a great cat. One of our best.
Truly is. A man who knows himself so well, he wrote his own story.
He really did.
Alright, we'll let you guys get back to it. Have fun with the rest of the episode.
Grab some popcorn and find your seats. Monster of the Week Actual Play Podcast $2 Creature Feature returns for Season 2 on February 22nd. This season, we'll see a whole new crew of hunters confronting the mysteries at the heart of the town of Jupiter Hollow.
I'm Meghan Murphy. I'm playing Zelda Wardwell, the Flake. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to protect people too. That's like what heroes do.
I'm Nielder, playing Eric Ashrin, the Crooked. Let's just say I don't ask questions that involve textbooks. I ask questions that involve cash.
I'm Laura McMillan, and I'm playing Tammy Jo Marple, your hometown home finder. I'm here to make deals with the good people of Jupiter Hollow, but I already made a deal of my own. Tammy Jo is the monstrous.
And I'm Mr. Ray. I play everything that tries to kill these people. And if you enjoyed our first season, you ain't seen nothing yet.
New episodes every other Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get our
All right, so then we have 7 skills at 1. So we can do a smattering of... Oh, you know what? Leadership.
I'd say...
I was about to say leadership,
leadership
could be one. I was thinking investigation, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Investigation's another good one just to have something in, just in general.
Yeah.
Survival.
Yeah.
Survival is a good one, yep.
politics.
Yeah,
Do
cat
we want-
politics.
Do we want politics?
Yeah, we got leadership and we got politics. We're a gang leader,
Yeah,
remember?
yeah. Well, politics,
Oh,
I
we're
feel like
the
is also
leader,
like,
okay.
yeah, it's knowing the other groups and how to like navigate that stuff. Though
okay.
for a Brujah cat, that just might be I threw a beer bottle at him.
That's how you communicate with them.
That's how you communicate.
Should we go 1 in persuasion then as well?
Ooh, I do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we have
We
left?
got the Puss in
3,
Boots
4.
eyes, but not that good.
Yeah.
We have 2 more skills that we can put 1 in.
You know what wouldn't hurt? Animal Ken doesn't hurt. Like, it doesn't have to be other cats. It can just be like telling the rats and well, you couldn't actually like talk to the rats, but you could probably understand them a little. Like not like word wise, but like you've watched them. So that's something
Yeah,
that etiquette might be funny.
Yeah.
Finance would be hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen a finance role. They exist if you're playing a more like business political game, but I kind of love the idea this cat kind of understands the worth of money.
I mean, if you're stealing for stuff,
Yeah.
maybe you do have some inherent
Yeah.
view of money.
Yeah.
Okay.
This cat knows the value of commerce.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then we got
'Cause
one
it's
left.
funny.
Is that right? Or no, it was Animal Ken.
Yeah, we don't have to, but we can do something like that. Like this one
1,
can.
2,
This is
3, 4, 5, 6,
funsies.
yeah.
It could be
Yeah.
academics. It could be a cult. Ooh, the cat knows some weird stuff. It can
Hmm.
recognize like,
Mm.
oh, that's a symbol. We should stay the hell out of that place.
I don't know. I think an understanding of the other animals in the area might be a
That's-
valuable skill,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I said go for it. Yeah.
All right. Animal Kin.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah. See, I like doing it that way because it flows better. Once we knew Brother Billy's name, I think it really helped.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So we've got our clan, we've got our attributes, we've got our skills. Okay. So 5 is how long ago were you embraced? Because you know what? Mostly when you're starting, you're probably going to be a childer. And that's just like, you're not ancient. But here's the thing why it's a little confusing with Vampire. When they talk generations, right? Because you notice they go like
Mhm.
the old, like the newest is generation 16. Generation 10 to 11th is already ancient. You know, that's not timeline. That just means like how many vampires before you in your line.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do so much with your age as much as like how old was the one who embraced you, which is what the vampire word for being bit, right? So it's a little confusing. To make this easier, I think we should just be like fairly recently, which is like childer.
Yeah.
If nothing else, sometimes or neonate if you want to play a vampire that's been around a bit. But Ancillate, which is kind of like the oldest, that's, again, playing on a harder mode. That's for me, when you've played a bit, you kind of get the gist of it.
Okay. So for us, that would be generation 12 or 13, right?
That's, yeah. 14 and 16 gets a little weird, too, because of, like, sometimes you don't have power. So, yeah, I think 12, 13, solid. You're just a solid vampire. You're a solid vampire, but you haven't been around for hundreds of years.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Nah, you know what? Let's give ourselves 12th. We're a slightly older, but not. Yeah.
Okay.
We're the older cousin.
Sounds good.
Plus, if you notice at the end of like Neonite and Ancillate, there's more like XP and weirdness going on that you have to take into consideration. We don't have to worry about that. No extra math for us.
I like doing less math.
Yeah, I'm over. Oh boy. Okay, so now's another fun choice. We have to pick our predator type. That's how we obtain blood. There's many ways that a kindred can choose. Like you have a preference for how you like to feed. And usually you'll do a roll depending on how you feed.
Jeez, if only there was one of these that fit our character absolutely perfectly for
Well, that's
everything
weird.
we've set them
Yeah.
up for.
You know what we should do? Okay, but you know what? There's no way to know. So let's start at the top. What's the first?
Let's go through the list. We'll just start at the top.
Yeah. And they each have a cute title that kind of explains what they are. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 1, Alley Cat.
Nah,
Yeah.
surely not.
But if you do notice, kind of like how the clans are set up on this, on the right, it gives you a basic idea of like, here's like, if you choose one of these 3, this is how it is. You can like feed kind of ruthlessly or brutally. You can feed in more of a sociable way, you know, because it doesn't have to be death. In fact, it usually isn't, because that's messy. You can feed in a couple ways that are quiet and stealthy. And there's also ones that are a little more complicated that, like, you don't feed off of mortals. That's way more complicated because guess what? Other vampires don't like you doing that generally.
I mean, someone did it to us.
Yeah. Well, no, we started as a mortal.
Right.
Yeah. But, like, that's, I feel like that.
I get you.
That's you feeding off of other kindred or blood bags, which some people look down at. But, like, hey, it's like having a Capri Sun. Or you can feed off of
a cold one with the boys.
And you can also feed off of animals, but I feel like that would be weird for a cat. Also, I just like the idea of a cat jumping on a person.
Yeah, just like jumping down, scratching them a bit.
Yeah.
Like you get attacked by a cat in an alley, you fully expect to come out with some scratches and a little bit of blood loss.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? Normally, I'd be like, if you choose one of these ruthless and brutal ways, they're a little harder to hide. But if we are a cat,
it's so easy.
It's actually genius. When you look like a human, you get in trouble. When you're a cat, it's expected.
You're like, that thing's feral. Get it away from me.
Yeah. You know what? All honesty, I'm reading through the other ones, and alley cat might be the answer.
I'm just saying, you see him, you're walking through a dark alley at
And
night,
then
you
bam!
see him coming up.
Yeah.
I think our only other potential option is farmer, and it looks like there's an issue with that one. But
well, that's so sometimes it's interesting. You notice under it has like an X with a Ventru, because some clans won't allow you to choose that feeding type, and because Ventru are so like I'm the best, they'd be looked down if they ate an or if they drank from bags. If you notice, Ventru have a little more complicated feeding situation. It's because of their ego, which is hilarious.
Okay. Classic ego getting in the
way
of stuff.
So we could choose
cat,
that.
Like, the fact that it is a vampire is probably very abnormal to begin with. I feel like people are not going to look at it as harshly as, like, another human drinking.
Yeah, that's what I love it. Normally, like if when I'm making vampires, I'm like, usually I go for sociable or quiet feeding just because I don't want the pain in the ass of like, oh no, I was seen, but like, oh my god, the cat is perfect. I really think we got to go with alley cat. Ambushes in the dark.
I agree.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting? So you'll notice for the feeding, right? Next, we actually get a specialty in one of our skills. Each like feeding, each of our predator types kind of gives you like a specialty. Since we do have brawl, we can have a specialty in grappling, which makes us extra good at just holding on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay. So we write that in right next to the skill, it looks like?
Yeah, you should be able to type it in. Yeah. I think, if I remember, it gives you an extra dice. So it does give you a bonus on there, and it's perfect for this. It was like it was made for a cat. And next to it, you'll notice like the discipline you use to feed is a celerity or potence, so we're great.
Here's the thing. I think the other option is also very good. Intimidation for stick-ups. The problem with that one is, like, it requires... Because, like, we also have the stats for that. But here's the thing. The thing that makes that one really scary is a skill that we don't have at level 1. So I feel like we have to stick with Brawl.
Yeah, probably. So I do like the idea of the cat just making a little gun with its paw.
Out of shadows.
Yeah, oh my god. Oh no, we can't give the cat Oh no. Oh, okay. We'll stick with Brawl for now, but maybe it'll change it later.
The shadow cat gun.
The shadow cat gun.
Mew, 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 instead of pew, pew, pew.
Shadow vampire biker gang.
Like, people are just gonna lose their mind. There's literally a discipline, they changed it, but it used to be called dementation, where you could drive someone crazy. This cat has it, even if it doesn't have it. There's just too much going on.
This cat is an enigma to look at and perceive.
So, like, we get the specialty. Do we also get the merit and discipline thing?
Oh yeah, when we do merits, we'll have criminal contacts at 3 pips. Oh my god, that's hilarious. When we get there, we'll get there. But yeah, it's good to remember. And we can
get another +1 in potence.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, either celerity or potence. We get to add another one. I feel we're being controlled by this cat. I don't know if we're making these decisions anymore.
This cat is making itself.
Yeah.
Damn it.
-1 humanity.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're at 6. It's fine. It's fine. We're still okay, considering its felinity.
Yeah. That's fine.
I mean, we know that in our hearts, but
We know that. Yeah. So if you're using it as humanity, like the more you lose, stuff can happen because like you're losing your grip on being a human. But the difference between 7 and 6 is like nothing. It is something. Like you're getting closer, but it's not going to fundamentally change your character. So why not go for it?
Yeah.
Listen to me, kids.
I'm just guessing here, but it looks like it's split up. The pips are split up into blocks of 3, so I'm guessing it's like you fall below one of those and something happens.
Oh, for like
blocks of 2. Sorry.
Right. You know what? I don't remember that actually affecting it. I'm not exactly sure why they're in those blocks. At least anytime I've played, that hasn't really affected it. Because I see what you're saying.
It might just be a readability thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, all right, oh crap. Okay, so now we're on 7, which is interesting that they put this at 7, which is literally your character's name, and who embraced them, which is your sire.
Ooh. So we
already got the name, we're ahead.
Got the name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the question, and I don't know if you've had to deal with this before in this. Would this cat have been embraced by another vampire cat?
Okay, so this is a very unconventional situation that this cat finds itself in, right?
Exactly.
So I feel like if it is like an accepted member of a clan, then it has to have like a sire from that clan, and I don't think there's going to be a long line of cat vampires in an established clan. So I feel like this is the first vampire cat. And, like, whoever sired it, like, has to have been the former leader of the biker gang.
The former leader of the biker gang, like, he really liked this cat, and he's just like, man, like, I can't go on without my cat, you know? Like, I gotta have my little buddy with me. And he tried to turn him into a vampire, and to his surprise, he could.
It worked.
It worked.
I like that. I have one other possibility, and this brings in a mechanic we haven't really talked about. So, in the vampire world, there is a thing called diablerie, and that is when you drink dry another kindred. When you drink so much that they die, and you have to do a roll to see if like basically, do they take over your essence or do you maintain yourself? Right. I can see if we take the Bruja leader, and as I told you, some kindred can shapeshift. Mm-hmm. So say they're like, oh, hey, I know that rival leader can turn into a cat. Oh, look at him. Look at that cat in the alley. I'm going to take him out. But right towards the end, he's like, oh no, this is just a cat. I feel bad. So instead, it turns it into an embrace. And like for the way that you get embraced in this is then you are fed blood back.
Gotcha.
So I do like that. I love my cat buddy.
Yeah. Because
it could be it could be this. We decided the cat's the leader, right?
Yeah.
So his sire was the leader, and like his I love you, buddy. We're gonna ride to Valhalla together forever. But then the sire is taken out by another rival group. So this cat has to, with his sire's blood in his system, to carry on. Somehow this cat understands that it's the
a vengeance quest at this point.
Yeah.
But then there's all these human kindred, and they realize they have to follow this cat because they sense their leader in him.
I like that.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that one. That they're like, we'll follow you forever. Oh God! So it's the sire's name. Do you think they're all brother something?
Yeah.
Or was he father? Or was he father something?
Father
I
Billy.
mean, as the leader, it's possible.
Yeah. Let's see.
Father
Brother
Frank.
Billy. Father Frank. Oh, I like Father Frank. Father Francis. You can call me Frank.
I do like the idea of it being Father Billy, and then like it's just
my God,
it gets passed down to the new leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or should it have been Father William?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then this is my little buddy Billy, and it became Brother Billy.
Nice.
Oh my God! Yay! I love it.
And like as soon as he turns embraces his first, then he becomes Father.
Oh my God! I love it.
Becomes Father Billy.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, so after we have like your character's name and their sire, then we start. There's two other things. There's ambition and desire. The difference between your ambition and desire is your ambition is something long lasting. It's a thing that, like, say you were playing an entire, like, a long chronicle or something. It's a thing that you kind of want from night to night. Like, it's your big goal, where your desire is like, what's the thing you want, like, every night? Like, what's the thing that kind of keeps you going on a basic level?
Okay, so would our vengeance quest be more of an ambition or a desire?
I think that's an ambition, because that's the thing that would get you through a long story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Vengeance. That's such a perfect ambition. It's a classic for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
True. Everybody loves a good vengeance quest.
Yeah, especially when it's a cat in a leather jacket and a pompadour and shadow tentacles.
I mean, he doesn't have the shadow tentacles yet.
It's get
But
well, like,
soon.
I feel like he's like, yeah, that's his goal. He knows that, like, the one thing this other biker gang is not expecting, besides the fact that a cat's coming for him, is a cat with tentacles.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. So desire is more like, like, it could be something as keep the gang together, provide for the gang, cause chaos, get a catnip toy. Anything sort of like that.
I think, like, keeping the gang in line is probably a good...
Yeah. I like, because it's, in honor.
Where do we
Plus,
put the desire, though?
Yeah. Oh, they're on the top, I think. Ambition. Oh God, where the hell is desires usually? Desire's usually on the top. I have no idea. Maybe we'll just put it in the notes for now. That's weird. A lot of the usually it's near the top because it'll be right near ambition. Mm-hmm. It's like where concept would be where it usually is. Oh, that's fascinating. Yeah. Wow. I mean, we could probably put it up in concept. We could literally just put desire :
Okay.
Yeah, because that makes more sense to have it right by ambition, because that way you can track it.
Yeah. Will we need the concept thing later, though? No,
because, like, our concept is vampire cat.
Oh, okay.
Like, that is, it won't be part of, it shouldn't be on this character creation, make a character thing. It's just, like, when you describe a one-sentence description of your character.
Gotcha.
Okay, so for us, that is definitely just vampire cat that leads a biker gang.
Yeah! And we can actually literally just put that in our notes if we want to, But also, will we forget? I don't think so.
Nah.
Who could possibly forget about Brother Billy?
Right! Brother Billy lives in our hearts forever, and that's cool because he's a vampire.
Brother Billy will always be with us.
Yeah. And then, if we want to, we can describe their appearance right now, or we can move on to stuff and then go back to that.
We have described their appearance so many times.
Yeah.
I feel like we should just get it on
Pop
paper.
it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
so they have that
type
little box
of cat
right
are we
there.
going with?
Yeah, what kind of cat are we going with? I feel like it should be an orange cat.
Oh, like an orange tabby? Like Garfield?
Maybe, yeah.
Like Garfield. I guarantee you.
Like, more fit than Garfield, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, like, he can't be eating lasagna. He can only eat blood now.
You're thinking of Heathcliff.
Okay.
Oh, you're
First of
right.
all-
The Bruja version of Garfield is Heathcliff. No, that's it. That thought lives in my head now. We're thinking of Heathcliff.
I do gotta say, I typed into Google Garfield in a biker jacket, and sadly the majority of the images on the page are Andrew Garfield, but I did find one right here.
Andrew Garfield, I don't want to be angry at you, but you're really messing with us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, either that or, like, you could do, like, a gray tabby.
I feel like a gray tabby makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's already a little stealthy when it needs to be.
Yeah.
It explains the biker jacket, because I think Father William got it for him.
Absolutely, he did.
Because he's like, hey, little buddy, you're part of the gang now. Meow.
Am I spelling pompadour right?
I don't know how to spell it to confirm, unfortunately.
The pompadour we have no explanation for. It just happened.
Yeah, that's just natural.
No one gave him that.
Yeah, he earned it.
It
came to
grew
him when
in
he
like
deserved.
that?
Yeah. I like to think when he was embraced, all of a sudden just.
It just sprouted up.
Yeah. Amazing.
Maybe over the years he thought to himself, I deserve this. I deserve this kind of haircut. And he willed it into being.
Yeah.
Because
he's like, they're
like that.
They're not going to follow me. I need a symbol of power. A symbol of power.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's perfect. I love it. Now we can like they have like true age, apparent age, date of birth, date of death. Unless we like we can go into that, but I always feel like especially if someone's going to actually use this, I like to keep that open because that way you can put in whatever you want for what your needs are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Does this go straight from 9 to 11 or 8 to 11?
Wait, 1 second. Wait, let me see.
It does.
Oh wow! Oh no! Wait, no. If you look on the right hand side in the square in the little rectangle, we have 9.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Okay, so we can decide whether we want to go into this or not, because something like a touchstone and a conviction is really only going to come up in a longer term storytelling. But I'll explain them. Just if we're exploring the system here. Yeah. So the touchstones, as it says here, are a vampire's connection to the mortal world. They're like the anchors. They're the ones that, because a lot of what your classic Vampire the Masquerade game is about is you've kind of become a monster, but you're trying to hold on to your humanity. That's why that's like a stat that you can lose. You're
Gotcha.
trying to maintain it, because if you lose that completely, you become a thing called a white. I think that's right, white. Where basically you are all you are is hunger. You've lost it, and you're just hunger. You are not you anymore, right? So a touchstone is kind of like a way to a symbol of like how you're still connected. That can be like a family member. It can be just a person that your vampire sees and kind of tracks and takes care of, or it could even be like, it doesn't even have to be like a fondness. It can just be like they said down here, it can be a hunter who's on your trail, but that's still a human you're connected to, right?
Yeah.
So usually you choose a touchstone, 1 to 3 touchstones, right? And each one of those is a person, right? And then those are connected to your convictions, which is your personal values that you uphold even after your death, right? If you break one of those convictions, you can lose some of your humanity. Like that's like your drama thing. And a lot of times you can connect a conviction to a touchstone, right?
Okay.
So like this person represents, I don't kill innocents, or this person represents that nobody controls me. You don't have to, but a lot of games I've played that works out really well. So it's also a reason that you have to stay connected to the world. Like you kind of want to either protect that person or at least keep a track of them to remind yourself that you are human. Now we're a cat.
Yep.
So part of that, I don't know how much you would need that. It could, because the other thing too is I do think that like ambition, like our ambition is already a pretty good way to move our cat through this world. So it depends if we want to do that or not. That's,
I feel like our ambition doubles as a touchstone. Technically they weren't a human, but they're still
Well, that's another thing where like technically, like officially touchstones are supposed to be human, but I have also been in situations where as that character I actually have a connection to somebody who's not human, but it's way stronger. Because for me, its purpose is to like create a drama. Like, what if they're in trouble? Or what if you're going to lose that person? Or what if you have to do something that breaks a conviction to keep that person somehow in your unlife, So if that's its purpose, then, I think your ambition can be too. But that's a me thing. And that really depends on when you're telling a story, when you're putting together a chronicle, what does everyone agree to,
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the gang members as the touchstones.
See, I was thinking of something along those lines as well, like someone you consider virtuous or someone who embodies features you seek could easily be the vampire that turned you.
Yeah. Like for me, if I was writing this, I'd switch it up a little. So you're like, because you want to keep Father William's spirit alive.
Yeah. Like that's the kind of leader you want to be.
Yeah. So again, with the caveat that this isn't like traditional play, but I think that works in the story that we are kind of setting up with our character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, we can So what we can. We can literally, because you'll see Chronicle Tenants. So if we're at the sheet now, right, where it says Chronicle Tenants, Touchstones and Convictions, and Clan Bane.
Yep.
Yeah. So Chronicle Tenants are just like when you get together with your group and say like, what are the things that are important to us in the story? So that's something you'd set up as a group. So Touchstones, we can literally put like Father William's memory.
Okay.
And the conviction would be a good leader.
Yeah. I also think it would be funny if someone who, like a living example of someone who embodies the features you seek is if this cat just really loves watching Grease, 1978. It
I love it.
and models a lot of behavior after Danny Zuko.
Oh yeah. Well, like maybe Father William loved the film.
Yeah.
And they watched it
Yeah.
together so much that it connect. Oh, I love it.
It's like we can have up to 3 touchstones, right?
Hold on.
Is it
that,
possible?
Is that
Okay.
second one going on here?
I mean, it's very closely related to the first one. I think it's kind of give or take, maybe.
It's under
Like,
there.
I kind of like the idea, though, of someone tied to the nightly routine of, like, maybe there are other alley cats who this cat just tries to occasionally be a normal cat around.
Oh, you know what?
Ooh.
I like that. I don't think that's like traditional touchstone and conviction, but I think it works for this. I love that, and that is technically like mortal. Then they do have a connection to the mortal world. It's those other cats that they used to be a part of.
It may not even be like the same cats every time, but it's just like a gathering place where
I like that.
like stray cats or whatever meet.
Yeah.
And it's like over time it's been different cats because, you know, time has passed and this cat is older than the average cat at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like
but
that.
But the
I
fact
like
that he still has that group to go back to.
I do. I like that. There's still a part of him that's like, that's where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a little protective nature over them. Like that one alley. And with that one alley, nobody messes with any of the cats in there. Because people have disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know why.
People just keep disappearing in that alley.
Disappearing in that, yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
None of the other cats really understand why he gets so, like, aggressive around humans going in that alley. He's just hungry.
He's like, go, do it. Cross the line. Cross the line, buddy. I'm hungry. All right. Okay. Cool. Right. I think merits and flaws are next. Though, what we can do is while we're here, if you see that it says Clan Bane after Touchstone and Convictions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So each clan and vampire kind of has a thing that's a little more difficult for them. Like, you know, to make it like vampires are really cool. So you do need some like negatives. And the Bruja Bane it's basically barely contained rage. So this is not a thing we'd have to worry about. Like playing, you'd have to subtract dice equal to your Bane severity, which I forget where it's at. You don't have to worry. That's numbers we don't have to worry about right now. But from any roll to resist a fury frenzy, which basically means that like you are not super in control and that you're about to make things way worse because you're angry. It's great. So you can just put, basically I usually just put like rage. Our clan Bane is rage.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That, you know, sometimes doesn't come up in a game, but it's nice to have it there in case that's something you want to play with. Well, you know what? We're doing great. Like this, we just have like one more thing to really do.
Right.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
This is the last thing?
Merits and flaws are like the last big thing.
All right. I was worried about this one, but we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, this is a group effort. This is beautiful. I love our Bruja cat.
I mean, it's also true that they've done a lot of their own creation here.
Yeah. The Brother Billy himself is pulling the weight here.
Yeah, it's true. Now, so before we start adding and subtracting stuff, we do have to remember that our predator type gave us an extra merit. Sometimes it'll give you a merit, sometimes it'll give you a flaw. So for our first like it says backgrounds, merits, and flaws, but it's all the same thing. Our first merit will be criminal contacts at a 3.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna look that up because it's hilarious, and I just want to make sure I do this specifically correct. It might take me a second because it basically the amount of dots give you like how good these contacts are and how much that they'll do for you. And 3's pretty good, and it's amazing for a cat.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's just keep going again.
I see contacts here under mortals. Mortals who provide information, items of other. I'm assuming that means items or other things of value, not of.
It's laid out a little weird. Okay, there we go. Because let's look under merits, and there should be criminal contact should be in there somewhere. Let's see here. Sorry for the pause.
So good.
Okay, my mouse. I think my pen and tablet has decided not to work anymore. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. In here. Oh, do they include this actually as a background? Okay. I see what. Sometimes they're called backgrounds. Okay, yeah. I was looking under merits, but technically this is, I think, a background. Getting there. I believe in us. Come on, book. I mean, we can just leave it in there and not worry about it. Because I'll give you like a basic explanation. Yeah, a basic explanation is usually, and at 3 dots, that's pretty good. Is that you would have kind of criminal connections that could help you either out of a jam or help you get stuff. Now, as a cat, I don't know how this works. I'm picturing a cat just like hitting a number on a cell phone that they set up, and it just goes meow, 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 and they know what our cat means. So we'll just, you know what? We'll just do it like that. Like that.
Our cat actually only talks to people that have animal kin.
Okay. So then that does not count to our 7 dots and advantages and 2 dots and flaws in this system. That's an extra you get because of your predator type.
Nice.
So we get 7 dots and advantages, and you'll notice those have the little little green arrow ups, and 2 dots and flaws. There's other source books that have other choices, but we'll just stick with like the basics because, oh my god.
There's one I see already that I think we have to have.
Oh, yeah. Oh, give it to me.
Under kindred, status, reputation within a faction.
Oh, and that way we can put as many dots in there as we want. Because it says, 1 to 5. Oh, God. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. So,
do we want to just burn 5 of our dots right away on status?
You know what?
We could.
I like that idea so much. I like that. This cat is known. And we can do faction. We can, like, interpret that how we want. Like, we can basically be like, gang. In that... Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why I was thinking. Because if we're the leader of this biker gang, obviously, we have to have status.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of like the idea that with 5, this is 1 cell in a larger group. So this cat is known in the larger group. Like a long-term goal could be not just this group, but like maybe Brother Billy needs to be in charge of all of them.
Jeez.
Maybe.
I like this. That's long, maybe Father William wasn't sure if that was like, if he wanted to do that, but maybe him combined with Brother Billy is like, maybe now's the time. Okay, I do. Oh my God, we're put 5 in a I love it.
All right, so we have two more ups.
Yeah, let's see here. I mean, eat food is always hilarious. It doesn't mean the food helps you. Food doesn't help you, and oftentimes it's not, you can't even like keep it in your system, but what it's there for is, I'm just regular and normal, nom nom, because most kindred will instantly, if they can even like swallow it, it'll instantly come out. Like a regular kindred cannot have mortal food in their system. So that's more for faking stuff, for like, oh, I'm not a vampire, nom nom nom.
I don't know that we're so worried about that.
Yeah. Let's see. A haven is a place. So if nothing else, a 2-dot haven would be like where the bikers are. They're the warehouse they hang out with.
Yeah.
And 2 dots would give you a little bit more, like it wouldn't be crappy. It wouldn't be the best.
Yeah.
But it would be solid. And I kind of like that.
Like a souped up abandoned gas station.
Yeah. Or like the back of a bar.
Ooh, yeah, like a speakeasy.
Yeah. And they got their own room in the back. Yeah, I like that.
I like that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Is it called Safe Haven?
Let's see. It's called I think just Haven. Yeah.
Yeah, it's described as a secure location.
Yeah. All right. Flaws. Always a little harder. Let's see here. All right, we'll start with looks. Our baby can't be ugly or repulsive. Brother Billy's great. So see this, we'll look Haven flaws. Well, they have a Haven. It can be haunted, which is all hilarious, or compromise, which is they're on a watch list.
Oh my god.
That's right. Resources. Nah, I don't think they're destitute. They're doing fine.
I'm imagining like the FBI, like, we have to figure out who the leader of this biker gang is, because they can only imagine it being a human, so they have no idea.
Maybe they're like, they were aware of Father William and they know that somebody else took over and they're going through photos.
Yeah.
And they're like, none of these match the description. Why can we not get a photo of this guy?
Okay.
I think that's a possibility, because that's 2 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a
We
quick.
can-
We
yeah,
can
we
take
can
a quick
keep
look
looking.
at other ones, but that's on the list. I think that's a possibility. I like that one. Well, there's always you can put 2 dots into add. Well, you can also do 1 dot and 1 dot. But adversary you can put a number of dots in, and that's basically an undead enemy, like your nemesis.
We do have one of those.
Wait, did we have a nemesis? Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, we have a quest for vengeance.
It's true.
Oh,
that
crap!
works.
You know what? Did Brother Billy just write his flaws again for us?
I
Shit,
so.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. Not that you have to explain everything with a flaw, but
Yeah.
that works so well. They can still be on a watch list. It's just not. It's just not technical.
To be fair, if they're still looking for the leader of the gang, they're not on the watch list yet.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That's. You know what I do? I think put those 2 dots in adversary. I like that. I like that so much.
Like, and that means that, like, whoever our enemy is, like, they are aware of us and are fighting back in some way. And, like, it's part of our story.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. That sets it up right there. That sets us the stakes. Haha. But yeah, oh my god. Oh, that's solid.
Hey, if you're out there listening, you've wanted to do Vampire the Masquerade game, we've written it for you. All the building blocks are here.
We need to see this now, please. Please. All right. I think there's a couple other things like on the sheet, right? But that's basically it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's solid. There's lots of other like little things like, you know, if you're talking about like blood potency, I forget ours is pretty right. Like we don't have to mess around with that because that's more like if you're playing like a really old character.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just at I think just blood potency 1, which is some rolls but nothing we have to deal with. So like if you want you just click 1 on the blood potency. That's like average. That's if you don't want to mess with that's like the basic.
Gotcha.
Besides that, we're good. We don't have to worry experience because we just made something. You know, we're
Yeah. History. Do we want to put like write down some of this lore so that like I feel like we should write down a little bit of this lore so that maybe a game master who has not listened to this show can look at this character sheet and understand
I love it.
The whole scope of the story.
Yeah, we did get pretty in depth. It would be a sign of respect for Brother Billy and Father William.
Mm-hmm.
Who's he murdered by, though? I'm assuming a rival vampire?
Huh. Yeah, that's what I think. It's like, is that a mystery?
A rival biker gang, right?
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
But like, we don't necessarily know which one. They just know the new leader is apparently gunning for them, and they're on the case.
Yeah, I almost like the idea that, like, as a storyteller, this is where you come in. Like, you come up with this character. Like, who actually did it? Is it the one that Brother Billy thinks it is? Was it somebody else?
Who knows?
Add a little, like, mystery to it, you know? Like, what if I thought you know, meow, 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 which means you killed my sire? And they're like, no, there was another.
I know of him.
And now he's season 2.
Yeah, season 2.
This goes all the way to the top.
The top of what?
Like, yeah, exactly. If I was writing it and we're dealing with like this is a cell in a larger gang structure, it was the head of the entire gang because he knew Father William was so well loved and was getting strong, and he knew how loyal. He didn't like that because he rules with fear, so he couldn't risk it. But little did he know that Father William lives on in a cat. And that cat is way less restrained than Father William was. Brother Billy's a nightmare and he's coming for you.
He'll fight you in a dark alley and you won't see it coming.
You'll just hear pat, pat, pat. What the hell is that cat? And he like throws a rock and this tentacle comes out and grabs it, tosses it back.
Jesus.
It's like that one Kiryu Kazuma scene, except it's the cat. Just every step of the way.
This is great. Somebody, please make this story. Run this chronicle. I need this real bad.
Run this and add us every step of the way.
Every step of the way.
This alone makes me want to like restart the hunt for trying to find a wiki that lets people like submit their own like lore additions for characters.
amazing.
Yeah.
Help us tell the legend. Help us build the legend of Brother Billy, the Brujah Cat motorcycle gang leader, who's set for revenge. I'd watch that movie.
I'd watch that movie too.
Please, someone
That's
run this campaign, make this movie. Graphic novel would be great. I need merch.
Man, this might be a good thing to. I don't. It'll take a while because we only have $8 on Patreon in total, but it might be a good thing to spend our Patreon money on is art of specifically Brother Billy.
Oh, are you kidding? I just found him on Google.
Everybody, if ever you want to see this too, get on that Patreon right now. Like, this is important. Brother Billy needs us.
Brother Billy needs you.
That is an orange cat, and I think we decided on gray.
Oh, we did decide on gray, didn't we?
That's okay. We'll just pop that in the Photoshop. No problem.
Yeah.
Desaturate. Boom. Brother Billy.
Also got to chop on the pompadour.
Oh my God. Damn you, Andrew Garfield. I love you. Get out of our search results.
Why are there so many pictures of Andrew Garfield in a biker jacket?
Yeah,
it's like the only thing he wears.
It's the only thing. Every time I see him now, I'll be like, biker jacket, biker jacket, biker jacket.
There's row after row after row of results for this.
I'm gonna listen, he's pulling it off, but come on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be angry, but I can't.
Hard to be mad at Andrew Garfield.
I can't. So did we just make a vampire cat?
We sure did.
Yeah, I mean, the next step is to go check out their Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and Pinterest mood boards. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that they include that on there because, like, you know, it's nice to know what your character looks like, but we already know. And we already know his mood. Yeah. We got it. Mm-hmm. It's the soundtrack of Grease. I got you. Oh, heck yeah, we did it. Now, we broke for a rule in the very beginning. There's just no way around it. But besides that, actually, you can kind of make a cat vampire. They don't need to hold weapons.
It's usually just getting past that one initial hurdle of you're not supposed to do this.
They can never tell us what to do, Joel.
Yeah. Besides the fact this is absolutely the wrong way to do it, we did it.
Yeah.
We started by fucking everything up, and we ended with one of the greatest creations of all time.
Yes! Yeah! You're welcome, world. And you know what? You know what that is? That's a very Brujah thing to do.
Yeah.
We said, damn the man. Even if technically, I guess the man is you because you guys made the rules. But damn you, we did it also. So.
Yeah.
Yeah! Leather jackets for everyone.
I can't actually afford that for all of our listeners, even though there's, 20 of them?
Technically, you're on your own. Asterisk, you're on your own.
We need more money in the Patreon for that.
Yeah. Okay, hit the Patreon! You want a leather jacket?
That's not a promise. We're not sending out leather jackets to our Patreon supporters.
Me being on this podcast is getting more and more expensive. Hey, Megan, it's been great to have you. Get off of here right now.
Me and Joel in the after meeting. Joel, our budget is through the roof now.
Crap.
Yeah. Anyway, so if we're done with the character, we've got, I guess, 2 things left to get through. First off, Megan, do you have anything you would like to plug here at the end?
Oh, sure. I mean, first of all, I'm on the Monster of the Week podcast, $2 Creature Feature. That's where I was found. And that's on $2 Creature Feature, that number 2 $2 Creature Feature on most podcatchers. I occasionally stream on Twitch, both playing games and drawing. That's Murphy Pop Art. You can find me online I'm calling it Twitter, at Kawaii Not. On Blue Sky at Murphy Pop, Instagram Murphy Pop Art. I'm around. You'll find me. And I do a bunch of other TTRPG stuff too. But usually I post that on my social media right when I remember to. So I get around.
Get any of them invites?
Oh, I don't know, maybe we could talk off stream. Talk off recording. Let me see. I might be able to hook you up. Oh, and before I forget, I also am on a totally unrelated podcast called Anomaly Presents. I'm part of a genre film festival here in Rochester, New York. And that podcast is all about all the genre films that inspired us to spend all our time and drive ourselves nuts making a film festival. We just talked about Mannequin 2. So
I have never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a wild ride. It's a sequel to a movie we're not talking about, but we talked about the sequel.
Okay.
All right.
And that's what I do with my time.
And then, of course, you already heard from me and Austin because we edited that into the middle. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only thing left to do is, Austin, give us a cat pun.
Yeah. Next time you're out prowling the streets at night and you go into that back alley, don't let anybody catch you off guard. Just be on the lookout.
He's coming for you.